All right, everyone, we are here with a very special guest. We are joined by the amazing Gabby Windey.
Thank you for the intro. One's like, I'm going to wrestle.
Yeah.
Honestly, SmackDown.
When I started it, I was like, where are you headed with this? It just felt natural for you.
Everyone high fives. Yes,
I felt like you really deserved the hype up.
Yeah.
No, I really appreciate
We're
it.
in New York,
Yeah,
not in Tampa.
I thought when
Sadly.
I truly thought when I said Gabby Windey, Noah was going to grab the mic and go, Gabby Windey's coming to Tampa.
It crossed my mind.
I knew you wouldn't be brave enough to do it, but I was hoping you would have.
We can't recapture that magic.
No,
No,
we
we
can't.
absolutely
I know.
can't.
Oh, it was so great as it was happening, though. Yeah. It was a really good memory.
Yeah, we just can't relive that magic. But you're here now in New York, not Tampa.
Yeah.
How are you doing?
Well, truly, I'm exhausted. I just got in last night. My girlfriend's phone was stolen on the plane.
On the plane?
On the plane. Yeah, tragic. She was like, I know I flushed it. I know I flushed it down the toilet. I'm like, you can't flush a phone on the airplane toilet.
That hole's so small.
It's so
Yeah.
small. Okay. It's 10 a.m. But
Gabby
Windey. That hole's so small. But yeah, no, I'm like, someone for sure stole it, which I guess is like a thing. Because it's like, if it's on airplane mode, then I feel like they're easier
Stole
to
it
steal.
off the lap? In the bathroom?
No, she is like a disaster. I mean, she had like the last iPhone mini. She's like, oh, I want another one. I'm like, no, they stopped selling them because you're the only person who bought it.
Yeah.
Like they had no sales on it. It was too tiny to really like work appropriately. It only,
How
its
was
little
texting?
body couldn't help. I mean, texting was fine, but the service, not okay. Like it just couldn't handle a lot of tech. So it was like about time for it to like honestly go.
Yeah.
Why would
But-
somebody steal that?
Literally.
A relic.
Well, I think
a relic. They were
Right.
like, wow, I haven't
a
seen one of these in
relic,
years.
right. Yeah,
I
actually,
need to have
like,
it.
This is gonna go for
Need
so
to have it.
much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Robbie just moved in, right?
Yeah.
How's that going?
It's, oh my God, it's actually so fun. She moved into my place, so it's like, I'm like, you guys obviously live with your significant others. There's like an adjustment period that I had no idea about, really. Like, she's just unpacking and stuff, and I'm like, are you having fun? Yeah. Like, do you like it here? Like, just checking in because I love it. It makes me feel even more at home, like I'm more myself with her. So, but it's like she's moving into a new space and she needs to get settled. So I feel like I'm just constantly checking in on her. Like, you like it here, right? Like, you made a good decision, right?
Is it harder, like, having her move into a space that it's been your space instead of like finding a new place that both of you move in together? Like, what is, like, you're like, oh my God, I kind of wish she wasn't putting that thing there.
Yeah, no, it's harder for her.
Yeah,
for sure. Because I'm like, don't put that thing there.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, it's like now I want her to make it her own because I want her to be happy. But we're definitely looking for like neutral territory still. This was just like timing, and she had already given her notice, so she had to we had to find something by September 1st. But like rent in LA is insane. It's terrible. So, and it's like, whatever, when you have two incomes for the amount that you want to pay, you want everything. I want a parking space. I want like laundry. So we can take our time, but it's like we are bursting at the seams.
Yeah.
We
We're like, we can't take our time, but we are walking on the ice.
Yeah.
What kind of person are you at home? Like messy, clean, like messy, organized? I feel like could be a little bit of both.
Wow, you really want to expose me.
I'll expose myself too.
Are you messy?
No.
Okay, well, that's not exposing.
Only clothes.
Don't worry, I am.
Okay.
I am.
Okay, yeah. I am.
Yeah.
You're like, no, because I know you feel like so ashamed about it.
Just
I'm obviously
clothes.
not clean.
Yeah.
I'm very defensive for no reason.
I feel like things can get out of hand, like clothing, but I'm very clean with like surfaces. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I need like the living room and kitchen and like dining room area to be like
wiped down.
Yes, like has to be like wiped down. Like I don't like anything like. It's not that I'm like really picky about it, but I'm like, why did I leave that there? Let me just go put it away. You know?
Wow, that's a good trait. I don't have that.
My problem is just stuff, like just random stuff. I'm like, where did this even come from, and why is it here? And where does it go? It doesn't have a place.
It doesn't have a place.
It doesn't have a place, so things just pile up in random places, and then that becomes its place.
Right.
And then I'm like, oh well, that pile's been here for 6 months. So when
so
that's
another 6 months.
Permanent. It's a permanent
it's
pile.
furniture.
Exactly.
It's an art piece.
Yeah, literally. Yeah, I feel like I'm always like spring cleaning. Now I'm trying to make room for her, so I'm just throwing away stuff. But then it's like, then you have the guilt. I'm like, oh my God, this is all going to the landfill. Not that I've ever given a fuck before, but all of a sudden I do now.
I do that too.
So much waste.
Isn't it the worst when you like do your full cleaning, right? Because like I feel like every, I don't know, 2 weeks I'll do like a full, like, oh my God, like I really did this, like I'm gonna keep it this way, like I'm gonna keep my clothes and like everything like this so organized. And then all of a sudden the next day it's like all over the place again. I'm like, why can't I just keep it this way? Like it's what is stopping me?
Well, yeah, you'd have to have some like severe, I feel like OCD. No, you know, no offense. My girlfriend's like that. She keeps like everything so neat. Like she even in her last place, she didn't have a ton of closet space. Everything was folded, and like it was all folded perfectly aligned, like this way. I try and do that on the top of my closet. It's like blue jeans just like threw up, like everywhere.
I really admire like people who have that.
You sound like you do, or you're really working towards it.
I'm working towards it. Like
you're gonna
half
get there.
half of it is definitely not. You know.
Yeah.
One day.
Yeah. Are you color?
No,
like,
no.
Okay.
No.
Your living space is very tidy and organized, but you have like a clothes room.
Yeah, I have like a closet
nice.
room, and like it's organized one day, like I said, and then well, my clothing rack.
And then one day your clothing rack breaks and your clothes are all over the floor.
I put one too many sweaters on there.
Not that.
No,
the straw that broke the camera's back. What kind of sweater? Like cable knit. It was like 20 pounds.
Literally, I put one extra sweater on the rack last week, and the whole thing came crashing.
And you knew it was gonna happen.
No, I was like, no. And then my fiance was like, oh no worries. Like I'll just fix it. I'll fix it right. Like I could tell it literally broke off. Like it was so heavy that it literally snapped. He's like, oh, I'll just fix it. Like, let me get the screwdriver. Like, I'm like, that is not. And
it's just like hanging on by thread. And
literally,
it's, like,
it's on. I was like, just leave it on the floor. Also, it's 10 p.m. at night. I don't want you screwdriving right now. Like, just let's get rid of it.
Up
like,
all night.
And now everything has just been sat on my floor, like in hangers. Like, it's a disaster. And eventually I have to get a new clothing rack.
Right.
When will that be?
Yeah.
Who's to say?
Amazon.
Yeah.
But that is so. How many bedrooms do you have?
I have.
You can say. Don't be ashamed.
Yeah. No.
I have one like primary bedroom that's our bedroom, and then I have a room that I made into a closet.
Yes.
And then we have another room that's like an office streaming room.
Totally. Yeah.
3 bedrooms.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, I know. You feel like you have to justify it because same. We're like, because that's what I live in now. It's like 2.5 just because one, I have the podcast and it doesn't have a closet, but I'm like clearly with her stuff in it. And it's like, okay, because we were thinking about looking for 2 bedrooms, impossible. It's like, it's just not going to happen. And now that we have proof, I mean, being a girl is hard.
Yeah.
You need room.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm like, if you can have the space, like you found an amazing apartment, it's just, like you have the space,
right?
Yeah,
it's nice.
Yeah,
it's nice.
I want to talk about your podcast.
Yes, yeah.
Which your clips crack me up, like
so
truly,
unhinged.
like you just go on these tangents that I absolutely love, and I can't get enough of because you just make me laugh so much. Are you just like, let me just go for it. Let me just riff.
Yeah, literally. It's just like minuscule thoughts throughout the week culminating. I'm like, what is me and my true self? Just like down bad, depressed, hate everyone in Prada sunglasses. And it just like makes it funny. Yeah. So you can like get away with it.
It's amazing.
What does your notes app look like? Like, are you just writing down whatever comes to your mind during the week and you're like, ooh, I got to remember that?
Yes, constantly. Yeah, we were, oh my God. We were listening to Phoebe Bridgers in bed. The other day, like, do what you want with that. But she has. Do you guys know Phoebe Bridgers?
Yes.
Do you guys listen? Okay, yeah. She has this one line that's like, something about like, I'm blue, I've always been, like, I'll never be anything else. And like right in the middle I had to take a break and I'm like, I'm Blur, Phoebe Bridgers. Like after, it's like you cannot let it go because it just won't come back to you.
Right. And then the next day you're like, what was it that I was thinking about last night?
And it's gonna drive you crazy.
That's why you gotta write it down.
Yeah.
I feel that way too sometimes when I just have like a random thought pop in. We do it all the time. We write it down and then we're like, what does this even mean?
This is actually reminding me that I wrote something down last week in my notes and I never brought it up. Like this very moment is reminding me right now. So you know Mario, like Super Mario.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, I always said Mario growing up.
Because you're like Jersey?
Long Island, New York.
Okay.
But
is that the same?
but like it's,
Yeah.
Whatever. I used to fight that East it wasn't Coast. The same, but it's very much
okay. I don't want to say anything
similar.
offensive.
No,
whatever you.
It's fine. I'm from Jersey.
She's from Jersey.
Okay.
Long Island, Jersey. Yeah.
No, I'm
I always said Mario.
Yeah.
No, Mario.
But I always said
now I'm confused myself.
Yeah,
Mario.
Now we can't trust
I said Mario.
I always said Mario until I started working here, and everybody bullied me into saying Mario.
Not bullied.
So, yeah, like they were like, it's Mario.
And a headlock.
Yeah, right.
Mario.
Gabby. Yeah. So I started saying Mario. Whatever. I'm now conflicted on what to say. That's besides the point. That's not what I wrote down. You know how Luigi and Mario are...
This took a turn already. I didn't know we were going to bring
brothers.
Yeah. Twins, I think. Says the New York Times crossword. It's like just the other day, like who's like, Mario's twin? It's like not Bozo, whatever the fuck his name is.
Bowser. Yeah. So they're brothers.
Yeah.
Potentially twins.
Potentially fraternal.
Yeah.
What is their last name? This is a quiz to you guys.
Domino's.
I don't know. I feel like I could
DiVincenzo's.
see it. Yeah. I feel like I could see it on like a belt or something. Do they have them?
Their last name is
Plumber.
Mario.
Oh.
So his name is
Mario.
Mario.
Yeah,
Mario.
Yeah.
Is that not really
Mario?
Isn't that so good? His name's Mario.
So then it's Luigi Mario?
Yeah, and then his name's
Somebody
Luigi
missed the mark
Mario.
on that.
I was looking it up because I was like, I swear to God, this came to me as I was falling asleep. I shot up and I looked at my fiance and I said, what is Mario and Luigi's last name?
This is what's keeping you up
brothers,
at night.
Right? And I literally was like, they're brothers, right? And he was like, yeah, I think they are brothers. And then we started Googling it. We were like, oh my God.
I'm also surprised that didn't come up in the new movie. The Chris Pratt movie.
Are you not a little bit confused right now?
Yeah, I am.
Valid thing to bring up.
Yeah, somebody really. There's a hole in whatever.
There's a plot
production.
hole. There's a plot hole.
Yeah.
I feel like your notes are probably a little bit more interesting than that.
No, definitely not. No, it's like all right around there.
Just in the same atmosphere.
Yeah.
Also on TikTok, people absolutely love your nail videos.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Which ones are these?
These are wine burgundy red. No, purple burgundy wine.
Yeah.
I did want to go purple because everyone's like, do purple. Have you guys had jelly? Like the jelly? No. They're kind of see-through, but Kylie Jenner did it at she had like jelly reds and I love them. So they
I know what that looks
they're
like.
kind of see-through, but like also dark. So they had a jelly purple, but it was just like so purple. I'm like, I cannot see myself.
It's like a little too like Barney.
Right? Yeah. And I'm like, I can't walk around New York like this just for a TikTok video. So I mean, I can.
You can. You definitely can.
I will. Yeah, because
for the TikTok videos.
Yeah, because I stuck with the purple. I couldn't change last minute. I'm like, what is my life having an existential crisis at the nail salon? By the way, I think I saw Tino. And this is the first time I'm telling anybody. By the way, he was in my nail salon.
Let me tell you something.
Yes.
I forgot his name. And this happened last night because in our group chat, we were all talking about the Bachelor finale. And Kelly Keek sent us a tweet of somebody that said like, congrats, Devin, like you've now entered like this club of men. And it was 4 pictures of guys, but when you like send the tweet, only the first one came up. And so it was just like Tino's face.
And you're like,
and I literally wrote back, I was like, who even is that guy? I can't even remember. Gun to my head, I couldn't tell you his name right now.
I can't believe that I like shipped them so hard too. Like I was like such a Tino and Rachel fan. Like,
well, he kind of like did what he should have done and saw his way out, you know?
Totally. Yeah, just went radio silent. Forever.
So what happened
at the nail salon?
Right. What happened at the nail salon?
So was he getting
his he was getting a pedicure.
Yeah. Okay.
No, I'm just kidding. He went in with his, I'm sure, new girlfriend, and so I'm always just like still had my Prada sunglasses on, just like creeping. I'm like, what?
I'm just like laughing thinking about you in like the pedicure chair with like a old school magazine and your sunglasses, and just being like
an old 17. I'm like, who is this man in the nail salon? Get out. And he was like, whatever, kissing his girlfriend goodbye, and I got a glimpse of him. A huge stain on the front of his shirt.
Oh God.
And I'm like, that's Tino. I remember him.
You didn't even see his face. You just saw the stain on the shirt and you were like, I think that's Tino.
Literally. Yeah, no, it was a jump scare, and then immediately put it out of my mind until now.
Yeah, right. It actually just came out right now.
Well, but we've been thinking about it.
Kind of perfect because the Bachelorette finale aired last night, and it was a scene. It was a scene.
They gotta do better for the women,
right?
You know,
and you know what it's like to have trash men.
Yeah, literally. It just seems like every Bachelorette season now, which we were saying, it's like the Bachelor seasons are so much better because the cast of like women is better. It's like we're just more interesting as people. Hello, we've been saying, but then it's like not fair for when the Bachelorette gets her time to shine, then like it just goes to the wayside because the cast is trash.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to see you doing TikToks, boys. Sorry, clean it up.
Literally. They always seem to fix it for the men's seasons, and it's like the men's seasons aren't the one they need to fix. Like they announced the new Bachelor so early, and then like all online they were like, this is our new Bachelor. If you are interested, like apply for his season. Like being like, we want to find people that really want to date Grant. Okay, cool. Yeah. You don't do that with the Bachelorette season ever.
Right.
Like,
it's
our complaint is with the Bachelorette season, not the Bachelor.
It's honestly so fucked that they didn't just get a new group of men for Jen. Because the fact that she now has to deal with this and the repercussions and the aftermath of like feeling like she was basically second or third choice because all of these guys brought up Maria or Daisy, followed them. Like the fact that it was even brought up during the season and you know,
I didn't watch. Was that like a storyline?
One of the guys on there said to Jen, you know, like I thought it was going to be like Daisy or Maria, like you're not my usual type. And
it's
then,
like who, just don't say it out loud.
Yeah,
like you're here and Jen's gorgeous. You're lucky to even be like breathing the same
Jen
air.
wouldn't even look in your direction in real life.
Literally.
So,
yeah.
It was brutal, I gotta say. And they just gotta figure it out. They gotta figure it out. But that I feel like that we've closed that chapter for you.
Yeah,
you know?
I'm a lesbian now.
Yeah.
I'm batting for the other team.
Right, you're like, it's women are better. So.
Yeah, literally they are. I'm like, it looks like I'm going to a funeral. I'm in mourning. My heterosexuality still for years to come. No, I won't shut up about it.
But hey, it worked out for you in the best way possible.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
But now we're also getting some other opportunities that are really cool. So I want to ask you about the Traitors.
Yes.
Traitors.
The Traitors.
There.
We were so excited to see you announced to be a part of the next season. The cast is amazing. Why Traitors? Why did you want to do the show?
I mean, after last season, honestly, it just like popped off and won an Emmy. So I was like, yeah, I'm in.
Yeah.
I'm like, sure, sign me up.
But I will go on that program.
Yeah.
Did you watch the last season?
I did. Yeah. After I was casted, but I'm like, it seems like, you know, it's a new format. It's something people like would not stop talking about it. Like everyone was talking about it. And even after watching it, it seems like there's no like villain. Like everyone kind of is safe. It's a game and it's fun. So I was like, sure, this seems like pretty like only good things will happen, like low stakes.
It's so good. The show is so good.
It's so good.
And I could totally see you on it. So I'm glad I'm glad that you're on it. And like you said, like there's no really quote unquote villain because it is a show about traitors. So somebody has to be. It's built into the show, which makes it so
Somebody's
much better.
Gotta be bad.
Somebody has to be. Oh, I literally cannot wait to watch you on this show.
It's batshit crazy.
How was the cast?
The cast was insane. You guys know, just like lots of big personalities, like Bob the drag queen, who's like a drag queen. So let's like say less, but also I love him. He has a huge personality. Chriselle, Nikki Bella, Sierra from Summer House, just like huge, I feel like powerhouses. Tom Sandoval.
Oh,
so like an easy scapegoat.
Why am I just forget? Like I forgot that he was on the show, and I'm just.
It's a big miss if he isn't eliminated early. I mean, we'll
right. We won't even look at your
but
face.
it's just.
Whatever.
Was there anybody that when you first got there, you were like, oh my god, I'm so excited to be on a show with this person?
Dolores from Real Housewives of New Jersey. New Jersey was like my first Housewives franchise, and I feel like she's so classy. She's so beautiful. Like people were asking, where each other was from, and she's like, I'm from, Real Housewives of New Jersey. They were like, what's your storyline? She's like, I'm good friends with my ex-husband. She's like, that's all she kind of brings is like Frank Catania.
Yeah. She's like,
her.
Honestly, that is the storyline.
I'm like, you nailed it.
And she is essential because she's been like a mediator. I mean, I don't know if you still keep up or like.
I know it's like canceled or something.
It's
right?
they have to rework the whole
too
group.
Much
she's the only
now,
one that
literally
has any like sanity to her left still. But Dolores is amazing because she is so classy, but then she can just like turn it on.
Yeah, she can pop off when she needs to.
There was a moment last season where she just got so mad at Margaret Josephs, and she was like, like just the way she dropped the F word was like, it like was a knife to the chest when you can like hit that low octave of like, fucking do that. Like, it's like, whoa.
I was like scared. I was like, oh my God, I would not want to fuck with Dolores.
No, you wouldn't. So I think she's so perfect for the
That's
show
her,
too.
like Jersey. She's been through so much. She used to be a cop. I don't know if you guys knew that.
I don't think I knew that.
I didn't know that.
So I'm like, even like, I think it was a long time ago. So I'm like a female cop, in whatever time that she was. It's like, no, actually you don't fuck with her.
No.
But Aunt Dorinda was on. I started watching New York after now. Actually, the older seasons, I'm obsessed with her. Meeting her in real life, I was terrified.
Yeah.
I'm like,
my
God.
God.
I'm scared to be in the same room.
Did you watch Survivor at all?
No, but I know there's huge.
So Boston
names.
Rob is on this one, right?
Yeah. Are you a Survivor?
Yeah. I haven't really kept up with like recent seasons, but like Boston Rob is a big one.
Yeah, totally. Everybody was like talking about him.
Yeah, I've never watched Survivor, but I know Boston Rob also because we have the same last name.
Yes,
so everybody
you do.
asks if we're related. I'm like, no,
Are you?
I'm not. No, sorry. Like,
not a bad person to be related to.
No, definitely not. Definitely not. But that's, I mean, and how was Scotland? Just like.
Scotland was fine. I wouldn't go back.
Why?
They're like first day, they're like, what do you think? And I'm like, I'll never be back. I think it's fine, but not for me. Well, like where we filmed too was Inverness. So it was like in the middle of nowhere. It's gorgeous countryside, but it's like they're not known for their food. It's like you can't really get like fresh produce out in the middle of nowhere, and like it rained a lot, and we were just like kind of working.
Yeah, right.
There's just like not much there, so people are like, it's my bucket list to go to Scotland. It's like, get a new bucket list. It's like, please save yourself.
I love that you're being so honest about it, because I feel like usually when people go to like a European country, they're like, it's like no matter what, because they don't want to sound like an asshole, but you're straight up like, no, which I really appreciate, because it's like, okay, Scotland not on the list.
Yeah, I mean, there's like Google Earth or whatever. It's like, I can look everything up on Google.
You can watch the show. It's basically like you're there.
Yeah, literally. Yeah, it's like, it's really just, that's it. It's like what you see is what you get. Like, I don't like 3 weeks, 1 month was more than enough. But yeah.
What kind of food did they have?
like meat pies.
Yeah.
And
that's
like shepherd's
big.
pie. I'm
That's
like,
kind of
what's
what
in
I was
this?
like potatoes.
Yeah.
Meat and potatoes.
Yeah, lots of like fried stuff, which is fine. You know, it's like I don't like, and you're whatever. But yeah, no, it's and with the jet lag and you don't know what you're eating and sharing one bathroom with the boys, it's like, tragic.
Right.
But you know, other than that,
So you guys shared one bathroom?
basically, when we were filming,
Damn, the more you know what I mean?
I know,
You're watching
literally.
the show and it's like, oh my God,
ISS
huge
is a-
castle.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Old castle.
Mhm.
So
yeah, there wasn't a lot, and like everyone, like production was really hands off. Like that's what they say. I'm like, no way. The shows that I've been on, I'm like,
Yeah, right.
Yeah, but like really, they don't. But and they just want to make sure you're not talking off camera, and clearly there's not a camera in the bathroom because they're not perverts.
Yeah.
But so they would like whatever, kind of. I don't even know where I was going. Honestly, I'm like they have to monitor us. But yeah, no, we all shared like one bathroom because we couldn't really go any other places because they always had to like keep. Yeah, and what I'm trying to get at is the boys were not respectful.
Fair.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you guys are eating the meat and potatoes. The men are eating the meat and potatoes.
Yeah,
too,
and they're
you know?
probably
It's-
just like snorting protein, trying to like keep their figure,
right.
blowing up the bathroom,
Yep.
leaving the toilet seat
Gross,
up.
gross.
No, I know.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Light a
I've been
candle.
I've been through a lot.
Yeah, you have been. We only have a couple of minutes and we have to wrap up.
Okay,
but I
yeah.
just want to. You were big on Love Island this season.
Oh my gosh,
you were so into it. How'd you
Yes.
feel about how it ended? And do you miss it? Because I feel
Totally.
like we all miss it.
Oh my God, yeah, I really missed it. I've been trying to like fill the void. I was actually kind of sad like at the reunion and like everything that happened afterwards because I don't know like if the fandom got too toxic or like sometimes we see that with Bachelor and stuff too. Like you listen too much like to what everyone's saying on social media and stuff and it felt really messy and it felt like it really affected their personal lives, which like I've been on reality TV and stuff and I feel like I don't know, there was an easier way to keep it a little separate. Like I don't know what is happening to where now their lives on TV and social media is so enmeshed.
Right.
But it just felt like everyone was really beat down and like I don't want to know. I know way too much now.
Yeah.
All of like what was going on with like Nicole and Kendall and like
right.
you know,
Felt like things we shouldn't be hearing.
literally. I'm like, please, I want to remember you guys sucking face like on the sofa,
Fucking spitting hot dogs in each other's
right,
mouths.
literally. Yes.
Yeah, I know.
like the innocence about it. I don't know what happened.
I know.
but
It took on a whole nother level. And I think it was true. Like, it just. And it's just like the online voices. And it's. Some people are older, but a lot of the times, like, these kids on social media are the ones that have no fucking filter and they just write whatever and they're so mean.
They're scary.
And
The
then,
little
like,
kids on there are
Because we were
scary.
talking to some of the girls about it because when a lot of them were in New York for like a week or so.
Yeah.
And it was like the Beatles were here. They were getting chased down the street. Like there all this stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And they said to us, they were like, we were surprised. It was like young kids. Like they were like, how are you even watching the show? Like where are your
Cover your
parents?
eyes.
Like,
right.
I
They
can't
were
believe
fully having sex.
Yeah,
I can't believe someone-
No, they were like they're kids waiting outside the hotel for us. Like we were like
That's
they were
crazy.
young.
Right.
Yeah.
So it was like I think it was shocking for them and maybe hopefully helps them a little bit be like, okay, let me remember that these could literally be 15-year-old girls like being like, we hate you, like blah blah
Yeah,
blah.
right.
Like,
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Insanity. It took a turn, but we all know we're gonna watch next season.
Totally.
Like,
Oh
can't-
my God.
literally can't
I
wait.
Literally
But, like,
can't wait.
I mean, they
Yes.
got big shoes to fill.
They do. Just the cast was insane.
Yeah.
It's like it
Keep
makes
it authentic.
Yeah.
Keep it
Yeah.
authentic.
right? Because I feel
Don't
like
bring
that's where
in
the UK
don't
gets
bring
in
in
trouble.
like that's where UK fucked up this season. They brought in
Yeah.
Joey Essex and it was stupid. They shouldn't
Yeah.
like
he was like playing producer. He's
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
"No, you go have a chat with him." It's like,
Yeah.
what?
And then like after the season was over, he was like, yeah, I just like did what producers needed me to do something, so I did it. This is a reality TV show. Like I don't care.
We
Yeah.
can't have that.
It's like no,
No,
we need-
that's
it's
not Love Island.
Right. Yeah. You need to understand your own assignment.
Yes,
Exactly.
we need authentic.
Exactly.
Gabby, thank you so
Yay,
much for coming
thank
on.
you. So
Everybody can
fun.
listen to Long Winded. Can you tell
Yeah.
everybody when it comes out?
It comes out on Thursdays.
Thursdays. Cannot wait to watch you on Traitors.
Yay.
So happy for you and
Oh,
Robbie.
can't wait for Traitors.
Thank you.
hope the living situation.
Yeah, we'll hang in there.
Yeah, you guys will figure it out.
And maybe she gets a new phone.
Yeah, right.
No, she
Hope Robbie gets a new phone.
We went straight to the Apple
Okay, good.
Store.
She had like an
Amazing.
update, like a 15.
Yes.
Wow.
No,
big
she got a 13,
upgrade.
but not a mini.
Okay.
Good.
Okay, so
That's
it's easier
great.
to
Go
keep
fully
track of.
new,
Right.
but
Yeah.
Won't
But
fall
we're lucky she didn't get the iPhone 5.
Right.
Because
Right.
they have that, the iPhone
Mm-hmm.
SE. She's like, I don't need. I'm like, oh my god, you will not be able to contact me.
No, won't fall into a small hole in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Amazing.
But
I love
amazing.
that.
Thank you so much, Gabby.
Thank
Thanks,
you
Gabby.
guys. So fun.